Hello and welcome once again to the channel of truth. My name remains Kofitechi, as you already know, and I am most grateful to have you here once again with me. If you are a returning subscriber, I thank you so much for your support and your subscriptions. I am marveled by the kind of, subscriptions coming in. I thank you so much. If you're new to this channel, do well to hit that red subscribe button and then hit on that notification bell icon right beside it so that whenever I drop a video here, you get notified and you come join me here on the channel. Pursuant with Faith Nyamedie's questions about whether or not you can work and study at the same time here in the UAE, I made a little research and this is what I found out. Now, UAE, as most people call it Dubai, Dubai isn't a country first and foremost. UAE isn't only known for its luxury, entertaining or engaging areas where you can go and then have fun and stuff like that. It is also known for quality education and giving out opportunities to people who come here to study or people who come here to work, to provide their kids with quality and better education here in the country. And with that being said, institutes like the New York University and Sorbonne are all located here. They are found here. Lots of universities, lots of international universities are here, which provide lots of quality education. They also give out lots of scholarship to people, to foreign students, not just local students. They give out scholarship to foreign students to, aid them or give them the opportunity to get themselves advanced or to study. Since this video is actually a research-based video, I don't want to be saying things off-head. Maybe I might mistaken certain things for other things. So I'd love to read from my source of research so that you get a clearer meaning of everything I'm saying here. There are a large number of expatriates living in the UAE, and the government provides relatively economical education for their children in world-class institutes. The education is provided in the curricula of American, French, British, German, Pakistani, Indian, Russian, and others. Like other sectors, the UAE government is also providing incentives to the education sector, due to which many foreign students are now entering UAE in place of Western countries, because UAE provides same type of education in very low cost. While the students are provided with opportunities to also attain a job in UAE in several developed sectors like real estate, science and technology, media, IT, aviation, etc. In order to make matters even easier for these students, the UAE government has also allowed them opportunities to work part-time during their studies. But there are a few conditions to qualify for students' visa in UAE. Reading from this, we've all come to understand that, if it doesn't matter the kind of standard or the kind of education that you need here or the kind of education you need in any foreign country, you can also have them here in the UAE, which makes the UAE a very reliable place to school. Now, knowing about the curricula that is being used in the UAE for their education system, it's about time I tell you about whether or not you can work and study at the same time. The answer to this is yes, you can work and study in the UAE at the same time. I saw someone was it Mary and Shia? Yeah, I think Mary and Shia commented no, but this is the reality. Yes, you can work and study in the UAE at the same time without having any kind of troubles or problems. It is okay, it is legit for you to work and school at the same time without having any problems. But you would need to attain a permit. Now let's get into it. Work while studying here in the UAE, or work while studying. Previously, foreign students in the UAE were not allowed to work full-time or part-time, and the only work opportunity they had was working in an internship program after taking permission from their university. But the rules have now been relaxed by the government. This is what I was talking about. The Ministry of Human Resources has announced a ruling that both local and foreign students can work part-time during their studies. This decree is not only helpful for students to attain practical experience and also to fund their education and residential expenses, but it is also providing opportunities for the companies to recruit fresh talent from universities. Now, I'm not only saying this, or I'm not only reading this out to you. I am actually going to give you a decree that is being provided by the ministry. Traditionally, it was not allowed, or formally, previously, it wasn't allowed for students in the country to work. It was not allowed. It was totally not allowed. For unless maybe if it was an internship, or for instance, if they needed to upgrade themselves in their studies, like internship, like I said earlier on, that is when it was allowed. But now it's been allowed for students to work part-time here in the country. Let me just read on. The ministry has laid few rules for this working opportunity for students. These students will not work more than 4 consecutive hours, while their total working time is 6 hours, with at least 1 hour of rest to pray and eat. Yubab. Now, the students over 18 years of age can take work permit along with residential permit. The cost of residential permit is 2,500 dirhams, and the fee for work permit is 500 dirhams. So in total, you would have to pay 3,000 dirhams in order to get both a residential permit and then a student work permit. Now, further opportunities. The working opportunities for students in the UAE don't end after completion of their graduation. Female graduates can be sponsored by their parents or spouse after their studies, while women without any sponsor or job and expat men are provided by time period of 30 days grace period, or 30 grace days. During this period, these graduates, men and women, have chance to find an appropriate job in UAE according to their study areas. In case of getting a job, these students can apply for a permanent work visa. You can also work full-time with employer-sponsored visas. You understand? So the point is, before you are able to get yourself a job here in the UAE as a student, first and foremost, you would need a permit, okay? And in acquiring this kind of permit, you would be required to provide a sponsor's, documents, which means when you're schooling here in the UAE, it's either you're being sponsored by your parents or you're being sponsored by the university that you're being enrolled in. Types of sponsorship here for students here in the UAE is either being sponsored by your parents, sponsored by your spouse, or sponsored by the university that you are attending here in the UAE. Now, walking you through the Cabinet Resolution number 1 of 2022 on the implementation of Federal Decree Law number 33 of 2021 regarding the regulation of labor relations. Now, let me offer this kind of disclaimer. I am begging you, wherever you're watching me from, I am not a lawyer. So in case I make any mistakes in quoting any of the laws, kindly forgive me. Now, in bold text, it states students training and employment permit. Students training and employment permit. This type of permit allows establishments registered with the ministry to train or employ a student who is already in the state and has reached 15 years of age, pursuant to rules and conditions that ensure appropriate training and work environment. So whoever is going to say no without reading the decree itself, this was a decree in 2022, that is this year, that was actually discussed last year in 2021. It has been made clear that a student here in the UAE, or if you are a student here in the UAE, you can obtain a work permit, or you can obtain a work permit to get yourself enrolled in any kind of job regarding your course in school. So, Faith Nyamedie, I hope I have done just to your question or the kind of video that you requested for. So I think not just Faith is interested in knowing this. I hope this video helps other people who have also been looking forward to knowing as to whether or not they can work and school at the same time here in the UAE. So better know, UAE is not only known for its luxury, it's not only known for tourism, it's not only known for, pleasure and kind of fun. Like, UAE is also better known for better education and schooling system. So whenever you intend to have education, or whenever you plan on schooling in a foreign country, UAE is one of the best destinations for you to come in, because they also provide you with greater incentives and then opportunities at a very lower cost as compared to other countries. Yubab. So thank you for drawing my attention to this one, and I am most grateful. I am most glad that I am able to help you with this kind of video, or this video in particular. My name remains Kofi Techi, and I will urge you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, because I want to go up there and start giving you fantastic videos, more educative videos, videos of fun, information, and then entertainment. Keep subscribing and keep sharing this channel so that I can get more people subscribing to the channel. My name remains Kofi. I've already said that. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Not editing, not editing. Subscribe, like, share, and comment your thoughts down below.